it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Mahomes going to throw. Now he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs just continue to roll. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And
oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watson steps away to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes now on first down.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Second and a couple.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They'll look to throw again.
They'll get this complete to Worthy.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
Out quickly here to Worthy.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
Touchdown!
Zay Flowers.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing again on second and 10, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the 50, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he is going to lose yardage here, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. There he goes left side.
McCole Hardman.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, Karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now he's loose down the left sideline, inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. Size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any...